In a world where most people drift through life seeking comfort and validation, true power is not seized. It is seen, understood, and claimed. This transformation from passive observer to intentional leader is not about cruelty or manipulation. As Machiavelli would argue, it is about clarity, control, and the courage to see reality for what it is. Most people never realize the game they're in. They follow routines, seek fairness, and expect that effort alone will lead to reward. When things go wrong, they feel betrayed by a world that never promised them justice. But a rare few wake up. These individuals, quiet, strategic, and observant, choose to lead rather than be led. They understand that power doesn't wait to be handed over. It is taken by those who prepare and position themselves. Leadership, in its most effective form, doesn't come from dominance or titles. It starts with self-control. If you can't manage your emotions, someone else will. The modern world is full of triggers, guilt, fear, shame, that manipulate the emotionally reactive. Machiavelli advised rulers to avoid excessive mercy or softness. Today, that translates to, stop apologizing for being strategic. Being agreeable might make you likable, but it also makes you exploitable. True leadership isn't about being liked, it's about being clear, competent, and consistent. To lead, one must stop expecting fairness and start studying influence. Victims complain about manipulation, leaders decode it. They understand that people act according to incentives, not ideals. Assuming others will do the right thing is a recipe for disappointment. Instead, leaders align personal interest with the right action, creating systems where good behavior benefits everyone. Machiavellian strategy isn't inherently cold. It's disciplined. Leadership demands emotional control, not to suppress feeling, but to prevent being ruled by it. Power lies in restraint, not reaction. The more control you develop over yourself, the less you need to control others. That's the paradox. Mastery within makes external dominance unnecessary. Presence is a leader's true voice. People follow what they feel more than what they hear. Posture, tone, silence, intention. These elements command attention far more than noise. Leaders do not chase validation, they radiate clarity. And clarity breeds respect. Respect, unlike love, is rooted in consistency and competence. It cannot be faked, and it endures. Victims want power without responsibility. Leaders accept responsibility long before they gain power. They build routines, guard their attention, and say no to distractions. They operate from purpose, not impulse. While victims overthink and react, leaders reflect, adjust, and move with precision. Machiavelli's wisdom teaches us that appearances matter. People believe what they perceive. If you appear competent, calm, and clear, they will treat you accordingly, and that perception becomes reality. The leader's job is not to seek sympathy, but to maintain standards. Even in silence, they command the room. They don't chase authority, they become its embodiment. This path isn't easy. It demands solitude, reflection, and the ability to be misunderstood. But it offers something greater than approval: influence. Leadership isn't a moment. It's built in quiet repetition, in choosing discipline over comfort, preparation over impulse, and strategy over emotion. Power, then, is not about domination. It is about direction. It is the ability to navigate chaos with composure, to shape systems rather than be shaped by them. A leader does not waste energy reacting to everything. They observe, calculate, and act only when necessary. In a noisy world, stillness becomes power. To walk this path is to accept that you may be blamed, envied, or even feared. But the goal isn't to please, it's to lead. And that starts with mastering yourself. If you feel like a victim now, it's not because you're weak, it's because you've been uninformed. Once you start seeing clearly, the transformation begins. You stop asking for fairness and start demanding precision, from yourself first. The world belongs to those who dare to lead themselves before leading others. Not with force, but with presence. Not with manipulation, but with understanding. Not with noise, but with direction. This is not about becoming someone else. It's about becoming who you were meant to be before the world told you to play small. The time to act isn't later. It's now. Leadership doesn't come from luck, it comes from preparation, presence, and relentless internal mastery. The crown isn't granted. It's earned. Start earning it.